once again to Live with Dr. Ken. Thank you for joining us, and always check out visible.edu and email me, ken@visible.edu. I dare you, because of the dozens of people who see this, I've yet to get an email. So I want to thank you, Heather Isaac, for being my guest today. Yeah. We don't always talk about Visible Music College, but I am the president of Visible Music College. That's why they call me Dr. Ken, I guess. Dr. Ken. And so we're going to talk about Visible Music College today. It's a great place that me and some friends created about 21 years ago, just to help musicians, producers, and managers and leaders, creative people, find a college that was very practical and spiritual and all the things that I thought folks needed in the Christian music scene and in the church. So Heather is the VP of Admissions and Marketing, and so we're going to talk about admissions today. Excited to ask you a few questions. Yeah. I guess first off, a lot of people, let me give one quick plug for, college in general. We offer a certificate 1 year, a bachelor's degree in 3 years, which is kind of cool, and then a 2-year master's degree. So really any level of leader looking for a school ought to look at Visible Music College and visible.edu. But Heather, you're on the deep inside of admissions and marketing for the school, and you yourself are an alum of Visible. Yeah. What is the process like of coming to Visible?
Yeah, so it's actually pretty similar as far as just college application process. And so we start with the website, which Ken's already plugged that shamelessly. So we start with visible.edu, and there's a nice big green button that says apply now. And you can click on that and go ahead and start filling out the application right there on the website. And the nice thing about that too is you can come back to it, right? So it's kind of you start it, you can come back to it, it saves your progress. You don't have to completely have everything ready to go. So once you apply, you have an admissions counselor who starts talking with you, and they kind of help you along in the process. And throughout that time, you're getting transcripts turned in, you're getting some references, you're putting together a video audition. Yeah. And then that's pretty much it. And so then we look at everything together and let you know if you got into this awesome college. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that there's a process to get in any community, to find your people, your tribe, your group. There's a process to get in, and it's not really about judging somebody out there. Right. It's okay, you're a good player, not a good player, whatever. It's really finding the right fit, because we do want people to end up at the right college in the right place, and there's all kinds of reasons that people fit and don't, and we have a lot of locations and even online opportunities for people to do a little bit to start off and then get joined in more. What kind of person do you see is that good fit for Visible who would apply?
Yeah, so and it's right on. We're really trying to. It's from both sides too, right? So we want to make sure you're a good fit. We also want you to make sure we're a good fit for you. So as far as just kind of who should apply, I think we've got as Dr. Ken mentioned, we've got certificate programs, bachelor programs, master's programs. So we almost have a track for you whatever stage of life you're in. And so our certificate program, I think it's really great for people who and this isn't the only thing, but I think it's great for people who maybe already got a degree, but it wasn't in music, and it wasn't in something that they're really, kind of has been a side hobby, but maybe you're getting more passionate about. You've started wanting to work for your church more, and you can't quit your day job. The certificate program is great for that because the classes are at night on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and so I think you should apply for the certificate program if that's, kind of the world that you're in now. You have a family, you have a job, but you want to learn more about music or about the industry, or you want to learn how to be a content creator for your church, things like that. Yeah. But then we have, the bachelor's program, and as Dr. Ken mentioned with the online component, that also opens up for, both those who can come and maybe are having the college experience for the first time. We highly recommend you come on campus. But then there are the older students out there who, again, kind of are more stable as far as you have a family or, you live in another state and can't move here, online program is great for those people. And then master's degrees for anybody out there who's gotten their bachelor's and wants to keep going and wants to really learn how to be a leader of leaders is kind of how we like to think about our master's programs, that it's just taking that to that next level. So
yeah, that's good. And there's housing, physical campuses where you can be living in a dorm room and having that whole crazy coffee to get up and cereal at midnight lifestyle, ramen noodles. And that's cool.
Which I highly recommend. I did it myself, and there's no other experience like it. So definitely recommend the on-campus experience if you can, awesome. If you can make it work. So.
Well, it's great. It's a lot of people, and really we're building the kingdom everywhere. If you're called to do ministry and you feel God's leading you towards music, it's very practical too. This is not what we're going to talk about on this video a whole lot, but if you're going to be in a band and be an artist, it's a great place to come and get college credit for it anyway. Because it's usually competing, sort of college or just go for it in the band, become a star on The Voice, and whatever else thing is this year still. So why do you think somebody who is maybe thinking through that, or they're already super busy, why should they apply to Visible?
Yeah, and this is a really common question that we get as far as even just like, why do I need a degree in music, or why do I need to go to school for this? And I actually was one of those people as well. And I think the simple answer is just the tools and the resources that you get in this experience through Visible. Even just going for the certificate program, you're going to have invaluable things instilled in you that will continue through the next stage of your life and even after that. I think for us, we all recognize on staff just the value of learning how to be a professional at what you do. And so I think it's whether it's I want to be in ministry, I want to be an artist on the road, to really be a professional means that you really have taken the time to study. You have taken the time to research, to really absorb, to practice the things, And so I think Visible creates that environment where you can both learn and practice and apply, and then also go out and actually do while you're a student at Visible. Yeah. So I think anybody who is looking to become a professional, or we might say expert in their field and whatever they're wanting to do, those are the people that should apply to Visible. I think if this is more of just a side thing, or just like, I like singing songs, but this isn't really what I see myself doing as a professional, then that might not be the best fit. But we also have some other fun things like lessons and camps and stuff for that.
Maybe even the certificate if you're just not sure yet, maybe about college yet, and want to spend a little bit of time. You can in some cases you can do the 1-year certificate in the evening, but live on campus and do stuff that be involved in the community.
Be in the community,
Yeah, that's interesting. I think we like to say you're not learning to be an artist. You're an artist who's learning. So it's sort of like that. What you're saying, people who are you could be professional in the church as well. Yeah. I think that's one of those things where you're an artist. You can be an artist in the church. It doesn't mean you can't lead worship. Creatively, be an artist sometimes and do worship as well. But it's like that kind of person. Yeah. Should apply to this kind of college, which gets all that, the creative side and the professional side, and the spiritual part, which is awesome. We've talked about that in a lot of videos, just the community, and it's what people love. So you mentioned the green button. That's exciting. There's no other way to apply to Visible, is there? Like, you have to at some point.
You got to go through the big green button.
If you want your life to be good, you need to go to a certain place in the universe and click a green button.
That's right.
And that's how they do it.
That's how you do it. You go to visible.edu, apply now, click on that big green button.
Okay, now I know you need to be super scared before you press the green button. No, not really. But what do you need to like ready to go when you press it?
Yeah. So and as I mentioned earlier, so it's kind of you can go at your own pace with the application process, which is nice. So you'll find when you open the application, it's a lot of the kind of the basic information. Who are you? Where do you live? Who are your parents? things like that. But then we'll start collecting more as we go on in the process. So even things like transcripts, references, you don't need any of that to apply at the beginning. And so we're going to ask you about that in the application. Who do you want to use as your references, and where did you go to school, so we know what transcripts we should be expecting. But you don't need all of that right at the beginning. So really, you just need your phone or your computer. Doesn't matter. You can apply on your phone, and you can just get started right there with the application.
Can you? I said earlier, click. I was kind of doing a computer. I don't know why with a mouse, which I haven't touched in years.
Yes.
But can you swipe, or do you need to press lightly on the?
Yes, press lightly, probably.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing from a lot of you guys who watch the show, or let somebody know. Now, your family should be probably involved in some way. And,
yeah, for sure. I think definitely if you can find some family, friends to kind of just support you in this process, because it's a big step.
Yeah.
Especially for those who are going to college for the first time, or even for those who have been out of school for a long time. It feels like a big change, a big transition. So
yeah. You know, just today I heard a story of one of the Visible students who got somebody that just saw them perform. They paid a lot of their tuition even. Like they just surprised them, this family helped them out. And so you just be surprised when you start the process and you start going for something.
That's right.
This is something that fits me.
Yes.
Then people will wake up and they go, this isn't just college for this person. This is a calling.
Yes.
And something that's like, this is the way it can be fulfilled. It's not just a dream.
Yeah.
It is the backup plan. Like it is a degree, and when you're older, you want the degree. You know, whatever field you're in, you helps you advance, and that's great. So when they apply, they sort of start becoming, their family meets our family.
That's right.
And are there like scary people on the way that they meet, or is it like alumni that are working with us and all these wonderful people?
Scary?
Okay. if you're scared of Dr. Ken on this podcast, maybe it's not the right
That's
school.
That's as bad as it gets.
I'm the president of the entire place. So.
No scary people. I mean, I think what we talked about too, just that at the end of the day, we're looking for the people that God is calling to be here. And if you're one of those people, there really is nothing to fear. If God's calling you here, and we really trust in God to make that obvious to us as well. So nothing scary, just us kind of looking, like I mentioned, letting you choose us and us choose you in that way of just we're a good fit, and then we party.
Yeah, that's right.
And we get down to business.
Yes.
So yeah.
Well, I hope that's true of you watching today, and thanks for watching Live with Dr. Ken with Heather Isaac, VP of Admissions and Marketing, joining me from Visible Music College. Visible.edu, visible.edu. Join me again soon. Send me an email, ken@visible.edu. Won't you join us? All right.